What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is John Paul Investing. So just a few months ago in January, we actually made a video covering the new addition to the board of directors in Nano Dimension, actually the first of the three major ones recently. His name is Dr. Eli David, and he was the one who created the company Deep Instinct. And at some point, he leveraged his experience with Deep Instinct, which was eventually invested in by NVIDIA. He carried that knowledge from Deep Instinct over into DeepCube, and pretty much all of this was hiding right under our noses. So my initial thoughts on the acquisition is, first of all, in the press release, we'll find out that they only spent around $40 million in cash and gave up just a little bit of equity in the company in order to acquire DeepCube. And it's not really much of a huge position that they took in DeepCube. I think this is pretty responsible on their end, especially because they have such a huge cash stack right now, but they're being very diligent and patient with their acquisition. And they're not really rushing to give us news, but at least now that the stock price has been declining for the past like 2 months straight now, and the fact that they are constantly adding to the company, I think is a good arbitrage that some investors can take advantage of. I think Nano Dimension is being thrown under the bus, kind of like a bunch of other stocks that we like to invest in here. So everything is pretty much being priced the same way, but that's where other investors mess up, is because we here are doing our due diligence and we know exactly what these companies are doing and what kind of value they're actually trying to create for their investors. Do your research, you will be rewarded at some point in the future. Delayed gratification is at the utmost importance of this, especially with small cap stocks that can be manipulated and are very volatile in price. Now, before I got into the press release, guys, make sure, if you haven't already, that you hit the like and subscribe button. This way you get notified when I make videos just like this one, and it's a way for you to show your support for the channel. It's 100% free and the YouTube algorithm loves it, so I would greatly appreciate if you guys hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to know exactly when I buy or sell specific stocks that we talk about here on this channel, make sure you guys check out the link in the description to the Patreon group. I post current events there and things that I think are really important for investors to understand. And if you don't understand something, well, there's a whole community there to help you. So if this is something you're interested in, I highly recommend you check out the link to the Patreon group. And lastly, guys, don't forget to claim your 2 free stocks from WeBull. All you have to do is open an account with them and deposit $100. You will get your 2 free stocks, which you can then sell and do whatever you want with that money. It literally is risk-free money, guys. So if you guys want $20, $30 for free, go ahead and check out the other link in the description as well. And it is also another way for you to support the channel. Nano Dimension announced today that it has signed a definitive agreement to acquire DeepCube Limited, a world leader in machine learning and deep learning technology. Nano Dimension will pay the shareholders of DeepCube approximately $40 million in cash and $30 million in American depository shares of Nano Dimension, which are subject to standstill for various periods of up to 3 years after closing this transaction. Such closing is expected in the next few days, subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions. DeepCube technology applies numerous patented breakthrough algorithms to improve data analysis and deployment of advanced deep learning-based artificial intelligence systems. The machine learning applications includes faster and more accurate training of deep learning models and drastically improves inference performance and real-time metrics. Its proprietary framework can be deployed on top of any hardware, especially fitting edge devices and real-time applications like the ones that Nano Dimension uses with their Dragonfly printers, by the way. DeepCube's artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning solutions demonstrate 10 times speed improvements and memory reduction, making it the only technology which allows efficient deployment of deep learning models on edge devices for real-time applications. What does this mean? So the last sentence I just read essentially means that they're able to fit more computing power without using as much hardware necessary to run the same computing power. The human brain only uses about, I think, between 20 and 40 watts to produce all kinds of, computing power within our brains. So DeepCube is trying to make an artificial brain. Essentially, it's very smart, but does not require a lot of computing power, kind of like a human brain. DeepCube scientists and engineers, all of whom are expected to join Nano Dimension upon closing of the transaction, people like Dr. Eli David, are artificial machine learning and deep learning experts, veterans of defense forces, homeland security, and government big data agencies, as well as academic and industrial research institutions. Its founders are Dr. Eli David and Mr. Yaron Eaton, DeepCube's chief technology officer and executive chairman, respectively, both of whom are also directors of Nano Dimension, and its chief executive officer, Mr. Michael Zimmerman. Mr. Yoav Stern, CEO of Nano Dimension, commented, "Similar supply chain issues as described recently in the public media in relation to the semiconductor industry are hovering over the printed circuit board fabrication and assembly industries, which are approximately $65 to $70 billion in size for fabrication and almost an order of magnitude larger for assembly. Those segments are even more subject to margins pressure due to the Far East low labor cost and non-free market effects on the capital intensity and pricing mechanisms. Moreover, the printed circuit board industry is directly affected by the issues of the chip component shortage. Nano Dimension's vision to establish the Industry 4.0 solutions, which entail building an artificial intelligence or machine learning distributed digital fabrication application, rather than just building machines as capital equipment that, doesn't do anything unless you make it do something. The artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning distributed electronics fabrication application, wow, that is a mouthful, will enable a totally environmentally and ecologically friendly digital control of the supply chain for high-performance electronic devices, or very high-performance additive manufacturing of electronics, 3D printed circuit boards." Mr. Stern added, "The core of this solution will be the DeepCube's AI brain that is expected to manage a neural network of edge devices, self-learning and self-improving their efficacy and self-managing and maximizing yield throughout the total network. Nano Dimension machines shipping today will be edge devices in the digital fabrication neural network solutions as described above." In conclusion, Mr. Stern said, "Think about the personal computers of 1988 to 1998, which morphed from a standalone personal device to an edge device of the local area networks, or LAN, then the wide area networks, then the internet, and eventually the cloud. Nano Dimension Industry 4.0 vision meets the eventuality of maintaining inventory of high-end electronic devices in digital form. Print them as you need them, where you need them, only the quantity that you need in the best quality at competitive prices, as it is done in highest yield and throughput possible for that point in time, specifically in high mix, low volume scenarios." Dr. Eli David, Chief Technology Officer and co-founder of DeepCube, commented, "Over the last 18 months, DeepCube has been negotiating with a few of the world-leading integrated circuits and central processing unit manufacturers which are still hoping to adopt its unique AI technology for dramatically improving the efficiency of deep learning deployments in the real world. Those opportunities will be pursued as a part of Nano Dimension's strategy. However, we feel we shall reinforce our proof of concepts for those large players by joining forces with Nano Dimension. This is the most exciting opportunity for us since we believe that our advanced AI capabilities, combined with Nano Dimension's unique technological edge, can realize the Industry 4.0 vision and revolutionize the entire additive manufacturing of electronics industry. Nano Dimension will host an investor call to update the above acquisition on Friday, April 23rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you click this link, you'll actually be able to register here. Just put your email, your name, your phone number, and they will send you a confirmation with a PIN number included, so that way when you call, you can join yourself directly if you would like. I will post more thoughts in a separate video, so if you guys want to watch that video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I do post updates on this. I think this is a big deal for Nano Dimension, the fact that they could spend such little money out of their cash position. Remember that software does not have huge upfront cost because it is software. It doesn't exist in the material world, so that means there's no real hardware costs behind it. But anyways, that is it for this video, guys. If you liked what you're watching, make sure you hit the like button. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit the big red subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to get notified when I make videos just like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.